Hey guys, and welcome back. Today, we're back on the Dream Game, and we're gonna start building another plot. I think we'll do sort of a per plot, per video, if that makes sense. Maybe something like that. And then terrain, all that work will kind of just be off camera. I am getting some help with it by a terrain artist, so they're doing pretty good. Anyways, we have this sort of plot just about done. I mean, I don't really know what else we'll do to it. And this one is the one we're going to do today. As you can see, I have downloaded an image from Google that I like the layout of, and we're basically going to just copy this layout with Roblox parts and Blender meshes and make it three-dimensional. Because if we zoom out, hey, it looks pretty good right there. I will say, having a park right next to this big cliff, well, that might be kind of a bad decision, but we're going for it. So to start things off, I'm going to just delete this part because we don't need it, and I'm going to grab the sidewalk here, duplicate it, and just drag it in, and we're gonna trace over all of the sort of outer sidewalks, wherever the straight pieces are anyways. So we'll do that, duplicate it once again, drag it to the other side, perfect, duplicate and rotate, drag it to right over here, and we're gonna use cylinders for the edges here. So we'll do something like this. Now let's go ahead and copy the size. We'll actually just copy the position. That would be better. We will bring in a cylinder and then turn it to rotate, turn, whatever. And we're going to paste the position right there. Of course, it doesn't want to line up perfectly, so we're not going to do it like that. We'll do it like this. Let's say we want 20. I kind of want to do like 20 and 20. So let's do 20 here and 20 here. That fits pretty dang good. I'm not even going to lie. Might need to go a little bit bigger. We'll go 30-30. Yeah, that fits a lot better. That's like actually perfect, because then it still gives us these little leeways to work with. I like that. We are going to bring it back some. We may have to union. It's looking like we're actually definitely going to have to union. As for the part up here, let's turn off our studs and go into the unwritten territory. Let's bring this up just a bit. It's not going to let us get it perfect, but that's pretty close. And then, of course, we need to make all of the inner ones maybe a little bit brighter. So our material is going to be concrete still. And our color, actually, let's go to smooth plastic for this. And then maybe just a tint of gray. There we go. That's looking nice. Guys, I'm going to trace out all of these sidewalks, and then I'll be back, and we can start doing more of like the terrain work and stuff like that. And just like that, we have all of the paths connected, cleaned up, everything like that. We are going to thicken this one up just so it kind of reaches the edge over here. I want to, okay, we're not going to do it on that part. There'll just be a little gap right here. In fact, I can move this forward a little bit, and that'll clear all that up and make a nice even connection. We have all of our paths done. Now what we're going to do is grab another part. I'll just duplicate this one, actually. And we're going to move these over, sink them down, and these are going to be like the red wood chips. You could kind of see it right here. It looks like dirt, maybe. Or these red wood chips, I genuinely don't know. We're going to pick whatever looks better, but for now, we're going to go with the red wood chips. So I'm going to pick maybe this sort of a color, and how far down did I sink that? We'll go up a little bit. There we go. And we're going to fill in all of these, just like this. And then I'm going to have to find a nice texture to put on top of them, or hopefully a Roblox material. That makes things a lot easier, and we do have material service now, so we'll be able to make a custom one if need be. But with these red lines, we're doing pretty good. I also forgot this little thing, so I better make that real quick. To do that, I'm just going to duplicate this part, move it out a little bit. Let's scale this into the edge. Perfect. Bring it out here. I have a feeling this is about to be a lot of parts, man. I also wanted to let you guys know I will be making a fully low poly mobile friendly version of this game. At the moment, it's just kind of, it is what it is, you know? And I want to make it like really realistic and like one of my best builds I've ever made. But there's performance issues that are bound to happen on the lower end devices. So I want to make sure you guys know after I get done with this main map, I will be doing a version that will be like super mobile friendly and everything like that. Anyways, I'm gonna get this traced out real quick and then I'll be back. Absolute perfection. This is looking incredible. I don't know how I want to do these parts. I think I'll make a half circle in Blender, and that will be the easiest way to do this in this. For this part up here, oh, there's just so many different rock types and variation, which will definitely help this build look better. It's just, kind of concerning. I know one thing we could do real quick is add a cylinder into the center of this and make it that nice green color. Let's flatten this out, drag it over here, and it needs to fit this whole section. That looks good to me. And this is going to be a nice bright green. We're going to bring it almost to the top because we don't want the sidewalks to appear super deep. It's just, it's not a good look. So we're going to go for a bright green and then go even brighter than that. And of course, we'll probably throw a texture on there. Let's see if Roblox has any. The first one that comes to mind for some reason is fabric, which doesn't overly... Oh, God. Ugh. Well, Merry Christmas, I guess. That's not a good one. I think we're going to leave this one as plastic for now. That color's definitely going to have to change later on. In fact, I think I'm going to tone it down now. That's good for now. This is just a very bright thing, and I don't think I'm going to leave it as bright later on in the build. We're definitely gonna have to change some stuff up. Alright guys, so I just went into Blender and made some rough shapes and then kind of hid them underneath the paths. Just like this. As you can see, the shape is very... Yikes. Not exactly the greatest, but once you hide them under the paths, everything's kind of works out. So now, let's color these. Let's see, on the inner sides, this one, this, and this. Well, it looks like I have a lot selected, but no worries, guys. If we grab our color, we're doing good. I believe crimson is what I went for on the outside. Yes. I kind of want to keep a little bit of I have to fix this, because that ain't right. There we go. Everything is all good to go now. Let's grab this, and we're going to use the same color here. And now, all we need to do is start adding textures and materials to everything. And hopefully, it starts looking pretty good. I am going to duplicate this part, and I'm going to hope to get a little lucky here. Let's bring this down some, and I'm going to try to fill in this whole space with one part, and hope it doesn't go out of our little shape here. So let's go like that, and then of course we'll make it a gray. Yeah, this is looking pretty good. It's gonna take me a while to find like good materials for this, so, oh yikes. Alright, so the texture / material process isn't going horrible. This is going to be a very temporary mulch texture. It looks good up close, but you can clearly see the tiling, especially if you back up. So it will just be sort of a temporary one for the video, just to kind of have the idea all together. I am going to throw it on the rest of these as well, so let's paste that into selected. And yeah, I mean, up close, I'd say it looks at least decent. Up next, we're gonna do these pieces, which are all supposed to be sort of a pebblish rock. And I do have a texture pack over here with some pretty cool realistic textures. So let's see if there's any cool rock ones right here. Not exactly what I want, but we're getting there. Maybe this one, just smaller? We'll have to see. I'm gonna copy this one for now. None of those really look like what I want. This is it. This is actually exactly what I want, like this stuff. I'm thinking this one. I don't like how this one looks like a plaid shirt. Let's go this one. Copy that. And let's take it on over, paste it onto all of these, and that should help liven up this whole area right here. Grab all those, paste into selected. Okay, not horrible, not horrible. I think the color. Let's bring the transparency down some, maybe like that for now. And then this, we're gonna drop both of these down once, just so they're not clipping as much on the sidewalk. Textures get so weird. Can't even lie to you. Bring this down once again. And this one, let's see. Yeah, I think that'll have to do for now. We also forgot to put the texture on this piece right here. So let's, oh, it is on. It probably just has to be flipped around to the bottom. Yep. There we go. I'd say it looks all right. Let's find a cool one for this centerpiece as well. I really feel like this will start coming to life once we get trees and everything placed down. So now we want like a cool stone design. Not really any cracked stones or anything. Like if we could get one of these cool patterns like this, but in stone. Oh, that'd be beautiful. This is all sort of tiley. These are all bricks. This maybe? Or this? I'm gonna go with this one. Paste into. Yeah, that's not too bad. Now to get rid of the shine, let's see. Let's make this into plastic. instead of smooth plastic, that gives it a little bit more roughness. And as you can see, the shine is gone. We should probably do that to all of these, just because it's gonna help. Let's grab all of these and change them from smooth plastic to normal plastic. Oh yeah, that takes away so much of that like ugly shine. And with that being said, let's start adding in some trees. I have those back behind these mountains too. This is the whole safe haven of everything. We're gonna grab all 4, duplicate them, and just bring them over. All right, let's get all these placed. All right, guys, I grabbed this little canopy thing out of one of my past projects, and it worked out great. I did have to go over there and grab a texture for the roof. I know this isn't exactly how it works. Usually they would all go off a separate direction, but it's just one mesh, so there's not really much I could do about that at this point in time. Maybe we'll update it later, but I don't think anybody is gonna come into this game and be like, bro, that don't look right. It'll be such a minute detail in the grand scheme of things. Anyways, let's see if there's any like fun grass type thing. I genuinely don't even know what I'm looking for right now. Just something that will make that play area a little bit better. You know, the first thing that came to mind was fabric. And these are all way better fabric alternatives. I kind of like this one. And then just turn it green. So we're going to check that out, see how it works. Or not how it works, how it looks. And hopefully it's kind of a banger. Okay, so once again, heavy on the tiles, but I think it'll work for this instance. Let me try to bump it up so it's quite a bit bigger. Not horrible, but we are going to make it quite a bit more transparent. Yeah, I think that actually kind of works for this vibe that we got going on here. So far, so good. I'll probably go ahead and model in some hills or rocks, just other stuff that we can use to decorate this area, and some little poles, maybe some fencing, I'm not sure. I don't really have the overall idea of everything I want to put in here, so I guess you see a before right now, and you're going to see an after in 2 seconds. Alright guys, so originally we were going off the picture, and I found a new mulch texture, by the way. This looks so much better than this does. Anyways, originally we were going off the picture, and this is where all the mulch was, where it's set up now. But my girlfriend gave me a great idea and said, hey, delete all that, and instead put the grass here and the mulch kind of here. So yeah, that's exactly what we're gonna do. First things first, delete this. We have our mulch texture here, so let's toss it onto the cylinder. Now we have to find the right face because cylinders are weird. Looks like it's gonna be the right face. There we go. Now we can delete all of these because we're gonna be able to use the real grass, like the terrain grass from Roblox, which will help us out a ton, and I think it'll make this look a lot more lively as well. Now, how we're gonna do this, I'd imagine we will grow or add. We should probably grow the grass like this, and then we'll use the flatten tool after. We're gonna hope for that. I think that's how we're gonna go for it, man. So I'm gonna just fill in all of this with grass, and then we're gonna use the flatten tool and hope for the best. All right, so all the grass is placed, even though it doesn't look the greatest just yet. We're gonna grab this flatten tool, put it all the way down to the ground, probably about here, and just go to town. Oh yeah, that actually worked incredibly well. This will be a lot easier than I thought it was gonna be. So we'll just flatten through everything. And we do have the grid lock on, just to make sure that everything is the same height. It's kind of just for me, and not really for anyone else. There we go. And now we have grass in all of these spots, and it does make it quite a bit more alive. Now guys, there's actually multiple spots within this game that have grass coming through things that it shouldn't be. So what we're gonna do is run a quick little script. I'm gonna just paste it in right there, and we're gonna let that run and do its thing, and it'll probably remove all this because the parts are very close together. But I'll show you guys here in just a second what we're working with. Yeah, okay, so it removed all of this grass, basically just changes it to leafy grass, but I do want to show you guys, it's perfect. Like, my whole game is perfect now. As you can see, maybe one stud away from every road, it has, like, it's just perfect. There's no grass where there's parts. As you can see, it got rid of everything, and I will leave a link to the dev forum post so you guys can grab that script as well down below in the description. There's also a plugin for it within that post's comments. However, I haven't checked out that plugin yet, so I'll be sure to let you know if I do, or when I do, I guess. Now let's paint the grass back on in this area. Alright guys, so here is the park. I think it turned out pretty good. I'm not even gonna lie. There does need to be something back here. I was thinking maybe 2 buildings, but I genuinely don't know yet. So for now, I think I'm gonna move these. I guess it helps if I grab the actual model. If I move all these to the back, just so it lines up with the other thing, and we'll figure out what to put right here. But here's the park. I think it turned out actually really good. And I'm excited to fill up the rest of this map. Anyways, if you guys did enjoy this video and you want to see more content like this, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Have a great day. Later.